as you heal and like go through the processes of the treating yourself during the treatment process on a deep level, you will be triggered less often, and it'll be less intense when it does. It'll not last as long. There will be improvement that looks kind of like this, but no one's promising you not experiencing emotions. You know, I say this a lot, you know, that the anxiety is not the problem. The response to it is where we find problems. The emotion that gets triggered is an emotion getting triggered. You're not choosing that. It's happening because of a bunch of things outside of your control that are located in the past. But in the present, you can decide, to an extent, what will I do with this? And in ways that can make it better or worse. But we're not going to get into like emotion suppression, try to force it down. It's going to show up again. But we certainly can find better ways of like relating to it. And you know, I actually these days, I'm trying to find those emotions. So I'm trying to, so to back up a little bit, we got to assume that in social anxiety treatment, emotions are not bad things. Otherwise, why on earth are we spending so much time doing exposure? If you think about it, exposure is deliberately triggering anxiety, deliberately taking it on, embracing it, welcoming it. We're putting ourselves into situations where anxiety is triggered. If the goal was no anxiety as the treatment process, then why on earth would we do that? We would just find better ways of staying at home, or like have a few shots, or do something that's going to suppress the experience. It's healing. We're trying to teach ourselves to kind of work through all this in a way that's healing. I do think in those ways personally now of if an emotion is triggered, if something comes up, one of these so-called negative emotions, then I'm like, awesome. I can use this space to practice relating to it differently and to let it pass through without giving in to the old like defenses or protections or responses, all the things I would normally do to try not to feel that, going into my head and arguing about it, ruminating, worrying, avoiding any of that stuff. Instead, just like being open, being kind to myself, being compassionate, not believing what it's telling me, and in the process, like allowing the emotion to rise and to fall, which is exposure.